called Nature Detective. It's about 20 native animals and their traces of nutrition. The traces they leave when they feed.
Okay.
So you have here the earthworm that makes like these things, or the slug that eats the mushrooms, or the marten that leaves the broken eggs, and so on. All different kinds of animals. You have these black and white cards with the corresponding
food evidence.
What fits together,
yeah.
And you have the colored cards, and for just small children you just can play a normal memory game, or you also can play like a Lotto. So you know the Lotto game from with numbers and so. So you can do the same. Everyone gets about 4 or 5 of the white cards, and then you show these, and who sees it can say, "Oh, I have it," and put it on the top. If nobody says it, goes back down, and who fills his place wins. That's just for small children. There's also a way to play domino.
Okay.
The easiest way is just to put the traces together and the animals together. But there's also the possibility to say the same kind of animals, like the mammifers or the birds, can go together only, and so on. And then what is very nice to play with children is like the memory of associations, we call it. That you may place anything together, but you have to tell why this fits. So you can say, for example, these are birds, but you can also say, this is for example, you have a thistle somewhere, and you have an ant, so you can say these two hurts, it peaks, and things like that. So it can be very funny. And then you can play the memory to get the pairs that correspond. That is more difficult to find. And then there's another game. There you mix the card, and you take only one from each card. But you always put an animal, a trace, an animal, a trace, and so on, like always in this pattern. And so on, and get the whole thing, and then everyone gets a certain amount of cards. So for example, you get these 5 cards.
Okay.
So that means it's your job to bring the animal back to his trace. It's somewhere, for example, this is here, and this maybe let's take it a bit more difficult. For example, it's here, so I would have to come here with this animal. So what it's the rollback. And when it's my turn, I can check the traces always rest where they are because they can't move, but the animals move. So you can take 2 animals, either that have corner to corner to exchange, or that have one trace in between, so like this. Okay. And you just do, for example, I do like this. And next time I can do like this, but maybe in the meantime someone else who has, for example, the bird and wants to get the bird here, he will take it down here. So if it's my turn, maybe it's far away again, and so everyone tries to get as quickly as possible with his animals to the place. At the when I get it here, it can't be taken away anymore. So I can still move it like this, that it keeps there connected, but I can't put it away anymore as someone else. So because otherwise it would be endless. But like this, it's okay. Now this is already quite a nice game, but there's now the same game, but played at night.
Okay.
That means not really at night, but it's like at night. That means you put everything like this, then you try. It's a cooperative game because you can't do it alone. So everyone memorizes where the animals are, and then when you think you know where they are. Also, everyone gets a certain amount. Everyone tries to memorize these animals, and then you turn all the animals around. And then you start over with the game, and you do the same rules. You always can change 2 animals, and if you feel it's okay, you turn it around and you see how much you have reached. If you are completely confused, you can also stop and say we don't know anything more, and then you count how much you have reached. And this is a cooperative game, so it counts only the whole group. So it's maybe one forgets, but the other memorized still knows where the animal has been, so he can help him, and so like this you have a better chance as a group to really get it at the point where you reach the goal.
Okay. Wonderful.